Those of you are back, and today, pretty big news. Look what's on the screen. Scott Rowland. Is it exciting? It's high. A lot of people said Scott Rowland ain't great. Some people said he's alright. Well, we have more news. Scott Rowland is not the only bum that you can have from the Legends and Flashback Collection. June 13th. Mark the calendars. We have confirmation that on June 13th, there will be something. Look at this. The Color Storm program. Redeem voucher in the Legends and Flashbacks Collection. Released on June 13th. So there's going to be at least an expansion to the Scott Rowland collection. Most likely, in my opinion. Or we could see a whole separate collection, which I don't think is as likely, right? So this is how I think it's going to happen. There's a couple of things that could happen here with all of this. What they could do is what you can see right here. So if you need, that's a bad example. Let's go to the veterans. So if you need 19 guys for the Scott Rowland voucher. What they could do is they say, all right, instead of 19 guys, you need 21. You need 21 guys. You need all of them. And then you get the next. You get like the, let's just say Ty Cobb. Ty Cobb is the GOAT. Let's just say that the next Legend and Flashback collection is Ty Cobb. Let's just say, all right, you need all of these veteran cards for the Ty Cobb Legend and Flashback collection. That is something they could do, and they could do that with every single one of these. So basically, however many cards you need, they would just expand that amount and then say that that is going to be your voucher for the next one. I don't think that's what they're going to do. I think that's a bit unorganized. What I think they're actually probably going to do is they're going to do this. They might just add it directly in here. So right now, you already need 18 of these vouchers for the Scott Rowland collection. I think that they might just say, all right, you need 18 of these vouchers. They're going to expand this, and they're going to say at 18 you get Scott Rowland, and at 20 or 21, you get Ty Cobb. Why do I say that? Well, so far, we've had 2 new programs. I believe. And it might be more than 2. I'm not sure. I think it's only 2 right now. What I think they're going to say is, all right, the Color Storm, wham, bam, thank you, man. That's a voucher. And then we also have the Byron Buxton. So I don't know if they would add a new 99 overall card just pack-walled behind these 2 things, right? Like, this one right here is literally, this one right here is free. You spend 0 stubs. And then the Byron Buxton, this one's a bit more expensive, right? Like this one is hidden behind a pack wall, a paywall, whatever you want to say. Like, you will have to spend some stubbies to get Mr. Byron Buxton. And 2,000 stubs, right? It might not be a lot of stubs, but Byron Buxton, let's just say for all intents and purposes, he costs $200K. You spend $200K on Byron Buxton, you get the 15 Color Rush programs done. That's really only 2 things. So you think that they're going to say collect 20 vouchers for a brand new smacking 99? I don't think so. So I think that what actually might happen is they actually might do the first thing I said now that I think about it. We might just see an expansion. Like, there is some things that can expand. Like, all right, you're going to have to collect all 28 of these Egg Hunt guys for DeGrom. You're still going to need Santander. You're still going to need Sasaki. You're still going to need X, Y, and Z. I think they're probably just going to add a whole new separate collection right to the left of the Moonshot, right to the left of Scott Rowland. It'll say, all right, the Ty Cobb collection. And in this Ty Cobb collection, you're going to probably need, I'm assuming you need, at the very least, DeGrom, Santander, Sasaki, Leodalis, right? And then I think what they'll probably do is they might add some more vouchers throughout all of these. What does this all mean? How can you prepare? Well, last time, a lot of members of the Discord made a lot of stubs investing in this Legend and Flashback collection. Scott Rowland definitely lightened the mood because we were hoping for Barry Bonds, and we got Scott Rowland. So, but these prices did still go up. If we take a look at some of these cards down here, what is happening with David Wright? It's not the trend I was thinking. I was thinking more like this. So taking a look at Ted Williams. Prior to the Legend and Flashback collection, Ted Williams was about 8,000 stubs. You can see that price at the far right, and even a little bit below that, it still keeps going down. So he was around 8,000 stubs, and then at peak price, at Scott Rowland time, Ted Williams was 20,000 stubs or more. He still has settled around 14K. So all of these cards went up in anticipation of being needed for the voucher. Now, you get 12 of them, you get Honus Wagner. There's 13 of these guys that are available. That's also another problem, right? Like, that's another problem with this theory. The theory that they say, all right, collect 13 and you get the Ty Cobb voucher. we don't really have like collecting one extra guy, you get the voucher. That's why it's a bit confusing. I'm a bit confused on how they're actually going to pull this Legend and Flashback Collection off and how they're going to structure it. Basically what I'm saying is that there's a chance that we can replicate some of the past success we had. If these guys are going to be necessary and utilized in the next Legend and Flashback Collection, there's always that investing possibility. We can see that they've already come down in price from where they were. Clayton Kershaw, all these, what's this program called? All of these 20th anniversary guys. If they're at 12K right now, and it comes out that they're needed in this next collection, bam, their price instantly goes up to 16K. If this new collection is somebody that's goated, Ty Cobb, he's my goat. I'd spend 100K on Kershaw if I would get Ty Cobb. But let's just say it's somebody that's, you guys don't think Ty Cobb's goated. Let's say it's going to be 99 overall. Who's someone that's goated? It's going to be 99 overall. Ellie De La Cruz. You guys are going to flip out over that. Everyone's going to want that switch hitter with speed in their lineup. And then everybody's going to be wanting to get that 99 overall Ellie De La Cruz card. Now, that wouldn't make sense because it's a Legend and Flashback Collection. I'm just using that as an example. So depending on what the actual reveal is also going to kind of dictate how high all of these prices do go. Who do I think the card is going to be? It'll probably be somebody that's more familiar, right? Scott Rowland was a new legend, not as familiar, not as a household of a name. I think it's probably going to be one of the big boys. I think it'll probably be Posada, Chipper Jones, maybe even a Ken Griffey Jr. But I mean, I feel like are they really going to put a 99 overall of one of those staple pieces this early in the game? It's probably going to be the only card they get until at least the end of summer if they're getting a 99 right now. So that's also something to keep in mind. But I just wanted to update you guys. We do know that June 13th, big day indeed. We're going to be having a new Legend and Flashback Collection. That's just some thoughts, quick thoughts about how it's going to be structured, how it's going to be, potential investments, how to repair, etc., etc. And that really applies not just to the 20th anniversary, but also these other programs as well, where we could see prices go up. Smash the like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Peace.